So here's an exciting development, guys and gals. Standing in Admiral's passageway, one of the things that we've discussed was bringing the Admiral's quarters back to some sort of authentication. And we've discussed that. That's something that we've talked about with... Come on, Bill. That's something we've talked about since I started here, is slowly trying to bring back some of authentication to the spaces. And so we're going to take a look at the underway Admiral's quarters, and I don't mean that underway in terms of in port or at sea, but underway. We are making some of those changes now. The crew has really worked hard the past 3 days or so to... No, that's all right, because you'll be in it. No, you got your haircut? All right, well, this is an unedited video, so we're just rolling as is. All right, so I'll flip the camera around. We got Bill Abbott right here. Say hello, Bill.
How are you?
All right. So, Bill, why don't you lead us in and tell us what's up?
Well, we decided that we were going to redo the Admiral space and try to make it as authentic as we could. We have a photograph of Prince Rainier and Grace Kelly when they visited in 1969. The photograph was taken in that corner where the TV is and Mark is. And so we're trying to recreate the space as it was at that time. And the original plan was to start small, but then we kind of went really big really quickly. So
yes, and we also had that other picture from a cruise book in this corner here of the Admiral sitting there, and you can see there's a table. You can see there's like a love seat. And so those two images were kind of the impetus. And there goes Mark Lewandowski. Say, hey, everybody. Okay, good.
We're going to get a call from America's Most Wanted here.
We recognize this.
So what is, and also his birthing and the Admiral's birthing and head. So you can see, so I don't know if we've ever shared images of what this would have looked like, or what this did look like, but, and then we have his head around the corner there. So we're gonna, let's see here. Okay, so so why don't you guys, where did Bill go now?
He just stepped out.
Okay. So Brendan, do you want to kind of bring us up to speed a little bit? Is Brendan here? Let's see, volunteer coordinator for the Buffalo Naval Park and also lead caretaker? Is that the right way of saying it?
That's what we went with this week, yeah.
Very good, Bill. All right, Bill's here. All right. So why don't you guys just kind of explain the process of what we've done over the past couple of, say, a month or so, right? Or 2 months we've been talking about this kind of, so.
So we got the plan in place. Shane went through and laid out a really good plan for us to follow, and things that we wanted to keep, things we wanted to change or paint and bring up to speed. So it was originally just going to be a small paint job, and then we happened to see a damaged piece of molding that came off, and we said, oh wait, there's the original wood underneath there, so we kept that, and once we started it was kind of like peeling, and we just kept going.
Right, and so what you guys found was that this area, and there's Mario, hello Mario, yes, if you don't mind. What we found were these two bulkheads right here and here. These hold more original wall coverings or bulkhead coverings than what we had before. I don't know if we'll ever know if this is original to the 1960 conversion, but at least in that one image that we have again in this corner of the Admiral and other command meeting at a table, this is the background that you see on the bulkhead.
Yeah,
because we've
69.
Because we compared the grain, all right, in the grain of this wood, and so we know at least it's that. So it's and then so we peeled off all of the wood paneling that we had probably put into place, the Naval Park had put into place, and now exposing just the sheet metal bulkheads. And we're going to clean those up, get those flat surfaced, and then do what with them?
We're going to paint them. They're going to be painted. We looked for contemporary pictures of other warships from the same vintage, and we decided on a tan paint for these walls. We're going with a light blue for the the stateroom and the head because we found a piece of the blue paint.
Yeah,
in
you
the door
found
frame.
original chips
Yep.
of paint in the door
Yep.
frames, right?
And it's cool because as you pull stuff off the wall, you unearth things that were buried, and so we have mounting points for what I think is a ship service phone, and the call button on the wall, and then Shane's favorite, the safe for all the keys in the wall.
Yeah, so this is just getting exposed again probably since 1980
At least,
or something
yeah.
like that, right? Because if they put this wood paneling up when the ship got here, and maybe we have one picture as a naval park probably from somewhere between 86 and 91, and the wood paneling's already up. So they probably did that in the 2 years before 1979. That may have been one of the things that they did. So we're exposing these things for the first time. And why don't we talk about, you want to talk about what's going on over here?
So this is the pass-through that we think they installed when they wanted to make this into a boardroom, or when they thought they might have meal service in here. The Naval Park cut this in and framed it, welded it, and all that good stuff. But you have these little holes. There's a hole here, and that was Navy job because you can feel it's solid in the inside. And this was the projector booth. So you would have had the projector, and then there's a cutout in the overhead over there for a screen that would have hung up in that nook.
Well done. Well done. This is nice. This little investigation that's been going on has really unveiled a lot of cool things about our Admiral's quarters here. Again, this would be the last Admiral's quarters on a guided cruiser in the world. So there isn't much to go on. And so we are doing that investigative work as the crew peels things away.
Yep.
And Bill, what do you see as moving forward after this is complete? We change the decking, get new carpeting, paint the walls and the bulkheads. What do you see this space becoming?
Well, once we get the carpet down, we looked at a bunch of different possibilities. It's going to be a pretty rich blue color. We're going to use carpet squares because if something should happen after all this hard work and we go to the expense of having a carpet laid down, it's undone by stains, traffic, other things like that. So we decided to go with carpet squares. We're going to be extremely careful on how we put them in so it looks solid and professional. You can see on the carpet as it was, there's these stains everywhere, and the ship will have a lot of visitors. It'll see other uses than in the past, so that will be very possible. So we already want to build in a solution to that problem, anticipating it happening. So some of the things that we're thinking about is hosting dinners in this space that would have the same feel as, again, the time when Grace Kelly and Prince Rainier visited here. They did probably, in my thinking, one of two things. They would have had cocktails here with the Admiral and his wife, and then they would have proceeded to the forecastle, where tables would have been set. They would have had probably a pretty nice dinner. So we'd like to be able to at least explore recreating that here, have really nice dinners in a space that it's elegant, it's pretty exclusive. If you're going to have any kind of event like that, this is the only place you could possibly do it. So we've got a lot of plans. There's still a little bit more research to do, but I think we're going to be in a really good place. Pretty excited about it, as a matter of fact.
Yeah, excellent. Brendan, you want to add anything? Mario, you want to add anything?
I'm good.
No.
Experts have spoken.
Just really excited, because you never know what you're going to find behind the paneling, and obviously all the stuff we found. It's really fun because you get to bring back some authenticity, instead
Absolutely.
of that. And plus, the stuff's really ugly. If anybody wants it, we got a lot. Maybe a
Good call. So
basement
yes,
bar or something.
I think too, over the
dial
course of the
1-800
years,
paneling.
Yeah, exactly. Over the course of the years, they put up materials like that. They weren't really worried about authenticity.
No.
It was strictly utilitarian. We got to get something up on these walls. The walls are getting older, so they slapped that up there, and it makes it that much more enjoyable, peeling all the way, peeling all those layers away and exposing what it once was. You know, it's an historical space, and going forward, we'll treat it that way. So that makes it pretty exciting too.
Excellent. Well, thanks everyone for watching. I hope you've enjoyed the video of us remaking the Admiral's quarters into a space, maybe for, as Bill had mentioned, dinners, and just bringing some authenticity back, like Brendan had mentioned, taking one space by one space and saying, let's see some photos, let's see some furnishing plans, let's see some deck plans. And so this is one of the first areas that we've decided to tackle. So hope you enjoy. Thanks for watching as always, and bye, Brendan.
Bye, everyone.